Everybody gather near. The doctor's in the house, so lend him your ear. The things he can say might even make your day. He might even help your pain go away. The doctor is in the house. The doctor is in the house. Let the doctor know what's bothering you. I'm sure he can tell you just what to do. The doctor is in the house.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor is in the house. Bringing you episode 650, a real milestone for me, and we are going to finish up part 2 about neuropathy reversal. And I will have a PDF that you will be able to download on my Substack page. I will tell you about this at the end. So this is the protocol that no one has ever given you if you have neuropathy. If you've been told your neuropathy is permanent, this episode is where that story ends. So you're back now with Dr. Ron, unfiltered, uncensored, and definitely unapologetic. Last episode, we exposed what neuropathy really is. It's not a disease, it's a warning signal. And today, as promised, we're going to go a little deeper. And in this episode, part 2, I'm going to give you a protocol. Not theory, not symptom management, not putting Band-Aids on it, but a rebuilding of the nerve function from the inside out. So let's get one thing straight and be honest. Not all neuropathy is reversible, but far more is than you have been told. If the nerve is completely dead, it has to be managed. But if the nerve is stressed, if the nerve is inflamed, underpowered, or partially damaged, it can recover. And in my experience, and those of my colleagues, that's most people. Healing depends on 3 things: reducing the damage, restoring the energy, and rebuilding the structure. That's the framework of what we want to do to help you cure and clear up this neuropathy. So step 1, what did I say? Reduce the damage. Stop the assault. This is something you can start doing right now. Eliminate sugar spikes. Eliminate processed seed oils, adulterated seed oils. And this is where you get that adulterated linoleic acid. They have to go immediately. Eliminate excess alcohol. If you have a lot of pain from neuropathy, I would say eliminate alcohol altogether. Eliminate unnecessary medications. This you'll have to talk over with your healthcare provider. If you're taking medications and those medications have side effects, and then you were given medications for the side effects, you have to have an honest discussion with your healthcare provider what medicines you really need. And this is important. We've talked about it. Nobody really listens, but listen, please. Late night blue light and electromagnetic field overload. Blue light is great during the day. It is not so good at night. It is not so good to have electromagnetic fields around your body 24/7. So, as of right now, you can control your sugar, get rid of the processed seed oils, get rid of excess alcohol, get rid of unnecessary medications, and do not look at television and computer screens and phones at night. Get rid of that late night blue light and electromagnetic field overload. This will stabilize your blood sugar. You should prioritize your sleep. And this will create a healing terrain, a healing framework. If you skip this step, listen, nothing else is going to work. Step 1 is stopping the damage. So what is step 2? Restore energy. And by this, I mean restore mitochondrial energy. Your nerves run on energy. Low energy means you have a weak signal. So we have to rebuild the mitochondria. The core tools are coenzyme Q10, CoQ10, acetyl L-carnitine, alpha lipoic acid, and methylene blue. These doses will have to be worked out with your healthcare provider. Methylene blue is a potent mitochondrial energy restorer. If you do use that, and I do recommend you do, in my opinion, check with your healthcare provider. You should start with between 5 and 15 milligrams a day, and only pharmaceutical grade methylene blue. And we always go back to lifestyles. Lifestyles control probably 92% of what's happening to you. So we need to get out and have a daily walk. If you're able, some resistance training by a trainer so they know exactly the procedures to be used. So have a daily walk, resistance train, have some cold exposure. Even if it's at the end of a hot shower, if you can take it, expose your body to cold water. And photobiomodulation. By that I mean have exposure to red light in that 660 nanometer range. Critical to restoring your energy. That is step 2. Step 1, stop the damage. Step 2, rebuild and restore your mitochondrial energy. Step 3, now we go down into rebuilding the nerve itself, repairing the structure. And this is where a lot of protocols fall apart because they ignore the building blocks. You need vitamins B1, B6, and B12 in their proper forms. What do I mean by that? B1 in its natural form, B6 in its natural form, B12, not the cyanocobalamin. The cyano is cyanide. Work with your healthcare provider and get the proper forms of B1, B6, and B12. You'll need magnesium. You'll need the apparent essential oils. You'll need the omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, more so the 6. Contrary to popular opinion, you will need linoleic acid, but you will need it in its unadulterated form. And if you go to visit brianpeskin.com, you will get some ideas about products available. So you'll need the B vitamins, 1, 6, and 12. You'll need magnesium. You'll need the fatty acids. And you'll need DHA for nerve insulation. Nerve insulation. And yes, cholesterol matters. Low cholesterol is not your friend when it comes to nerve repair. Your nerves are wired with fat, and we have to respect that. So if you're on a statin drug, you have to talk to your healthcare provider about getting off of that statin drug. They really don't do much, in my opinion, anyway. That's why I've had so many podcasts on it, and even my podcast on the cholesterol derangement syndrome. They get rid of the fat. The nerves cannot repair themselves without that cholesterol. Your brain needs cholesterol. So when you rebuild the nerve, you have to have these building blocks. And cholesterol is very, very important. So what do we do for step 4? Well, I have 4 and 5 to go yet, right? Step 4, restoring the circulation. Simple. No blood flow, no healing. You have to move blood to the nerves. How do you do that? Well, that lifestyle that we talked about, that walking twice a day, the contrast showers. You start out warm and you finish cold. Foot stimulation and massage, either by a massage therapist or some of the instruments you can buy on the internet to stimulate your feet. Really important. And when possible, part of the restoring circulation can be helped with sauna or heat therapy. Okay, so we have 4 things in this category: walking, sauna, contrast showers, and foot stimulation. I gotta tell you, this step 4 is not optional, it's foundational. If you don't do steps 1 and 4, you're not gonna get anyplace. And how do we get rid of the toxic overload to reduce inflammation? Inflammation blocks healing. You could do everything right, but if you have a lot of inflammation going on, you're not going to get better. So we have to to support our detoxification so we can calm our system down. That silent disease, inflammation. So some natural suggestions would be curcumin. Support glutathione either directly through glutathione supplements or taking glycine, which eventually can turn into glutathione. Stay well hydrated. Invest in a good water filtration and reverse osmosis system so your water is purer than what comes out of the faucet. Now, faucet water is better than bottled water, right? Because bottled water has a lot of plastic in it. So, but we want good, healthy, clean water. So curcumin, glutathione support, hydration, and your diet should be whole diet, not processed foods. Eat unprocessed foods in their natural state. Cook your foods with non-seed oils like avocado oil, coconut oil, olive oil. That's how you support your detoxification. And then remember, the largest organ of your body is, I should have a drum roll, but I don't. And the largest organ is the skin. So be careful what you put on your skin. Read the ingredients of the products you use for shampoos and body washes. If you can't pronounce a lot of the stuff in there, don't buy them. Get a more natural product. So we need to reduce our exposure to environmental toxins. Heavy metals, if you're using underarm antiperspirants that have aluminum in them, not good. And you have to work on your stress levels because environmental toxins and heavy metals and chronic stress are toxins. They end up causing and encouraging inflammation. Now, my patients, my peers and friends that are still in practice tell me by their patients following this protocol, they've seen them improve in weeks, not years. They tell me their patients are experiencing less burning, better balance, improved sensation. And why? Because the biology was changed. And when you change the biology, the body responds. Now, in reality, this is not a one pill fix. This is not passive care. This is a protocol. And I've called a lot of physicians around, and the patients who improve are the ones who engage, commit, and stay consistent. So let's understand this. Neuropathy is just one expression of a deeper problem. That problem consists of metabolic dysfunction, mitochondrial failure, inflammation, and toxic overload. So this is all going on, and that's what's keeping your neuropathy active. And over the next few weeks, you're going to see how all this is connected. You say, well, did you just connect it? I did. These 2 programs can give you a good baseline for controlling and curing your neuropathy. But we're going to go on a much deeper dive in what I'm calling the Dr. Ron series. We're going to build a series of episodes that start at the cell membrane, talk about energy production, inflammation, hormone circulation, and real solutions, not just information. Okay? And we're going to go to another level. Now, if you go to my Substack page, which is docronradio.substack.com, I will post a neuropathy recovery guide. It'll be a downloadable PDF file. Okay. And that you can take to you can follow yourself and take it to your healthcare provider. But I want to leave you with this. What if everything you've been told about health is backwards? What if disease doesn't start in the organ? What if disease really starts in the cell? So that's why I'm excited in these coming weeks to launch something really different. The Dr. Ron series. This is not another collection of random health topics. It's going to be a blueprint. We're going to build health the way it actually works from the ground up. And as I said, we're going to start with the cell membrane. That's where all life begins. That's where disease often starts, and the cell membrane is the brain of the cell. And from that cell membrane, we're going to move into energy production, mitochondria, inflammation, hormones, circulation, and the hidden factors that most doctors and healthcare providers never connect. Each episode will build on the last one. My goal is to keep it simple, direct, and actionable. No noise, no nonsense, no filtering, because this is Dr. Ron Unfiltered. If you ever felt like you're missing the big picture, this series hopefully will bring it all together. The Dr. Ron Blueprint, the Dr. Ron series, it's coming. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So don't miss this first episode, because everything after it depends upon it. We're looking to start in 2 weeks. It's important that you listen to that first episode, because every episode will build on the preceding one. The first one, as I have started to tell you, is about the cell membrane. And I'll try and do this audio visually, and so that I can show you some slides. So I'm Dr. Ron, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not going to filter the truth. I'm going to amplify it. And I want to thank you with an attitude of gratitude. And the week after this one posts, I'm going to repost Dr. Will Wong's podcast, Things Most Likely to Kill You. That will also have an impact on the series. So thank you again. I'm going to close with my good friend, Freddie Cooper, and we will see you in a couple weeks live with the Dr. Ron series. God bless all of you. Have a great day.
Hey everybody, Dr. Ron's finished for today. I hope you got some good wisdom for what the man had to say. If it's all about good health, he's the man you got to see. He has a lot more answers for you. So tune in next week when the doctor is in the house. Or when the doctor is in the house. Let the doctor know what's bothering you. When the doctor is in the house. The doctor is in the house. Doctor is in the house. Let the doctor know what's bothering you. I'm sure he can tell you just what to do. The doctor is in the house. The doctor is in the house. Let the doctor know what's bothering you. When the doctor is in the house. So if you have a pain, call the doctor. If you have a strain, call the doctor. Let the doctor know what's bothering you. When the doctor is in the house. The doctor is in the house. See you next week.